Hey everyone, I am Gabby Hager, Director of Sales here at Formulated by and Data Science Salon. I am going to be hosting a very special edition of this week's DSS Break. So I'm going to give everyone just a minute to go ahead and hop on in, and then our special guest will join me. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump on in. So as I said, I'm Gabby Hager, and I am the Director of Sales here at Formulated by, which is home of the Data Science Salon. We are streaming live from our headquarters here in the heart of Miami, just right next to the Design District. And today I am here with our very special guest, our own founder and CEO, Anna Annison. And we're here for a very special edition of this week's DSS Break. So this month, we are very excited to share that DSS is celebrating 5-year anniversary, and it's been an incredible journey. And I'm definitely thrilled to turn the tables today and actually interview Anna about our DSS journey. We want to go ahead and talk about how it's become one of the largest and most diverse data science communities around the globe. So hi, Anna. I'm happy to have you.
Hi, Gabby. It's nice to be here on the other side of this. It's kind of weird a little bit, but it's nice. Yeah.
No, we're thrilled to have you as a guest. I'm going to jump in and go over a couple questions here. So first, it's obviously so admirable, how you have built this data science salon community. So can you tell us a little bit more about how and when you had the idea of building out this community?
Yeah, so I think, I mentioned a little bit about that in that video that we posted, but all of this kind of came together when I joined Domino Data Lab as a head of marketing, and really kind of drove their strategy through these small pop-ups. And that really drove growth. And kind of from the other side of the community side, we got really great feedback on actually these smaller events and having a safe space and more comfortable space for people to meet, where you can actually meet everybody, versus being in a huge room of thousands of people where you don't know where to go or who to connect with. And again, now, this was before, we started 5 years ago. There wasn't as many tools or matching tools or platforms to connect people, right? So we were kind of doing this, one of the first small events out there, and that's really kind of carried over into the data science salon from those pop-ups. And it just started growing. We had our first event in LA, and people really loved the vibe and the small feel, and really we brought people together that could really use each other's help, and we're working kind of on the same problems, finding solutions to the same problems. So, and actually from our first event, we had 2 women who met and they started a company together. So that was really, inspiring to really grow it more. And now 5 years later, here we are. And there's now we're up to 70,000 people in the community, which is really I didn't really think it was going to get to this point. You never know once you start these things, right? But I'm really grateful. Thank you everybody for being part of DSS.
Yeah, I guess actually to kind of follow up on that, since you said those 2 women met and then started that company, what do you think women can especially bring to this community?
So I think that's a really important topic. And, that's why a couple of years we launched this initiative called DSS Elevate, which is designed to elevate women in data. In my career, during all the companies I've been a part of and founded, I've always wanted to create, have an initiative somehow in that industry to really help women have voices or just be more elevated. But because let's face it, this is, technology is really male heavy, and data science is even more so. So I think it's really important for us to come together as women and really elevate each other, and we're stronger together. And I think women, obviously, they bring a lot to the table, not only the diversity in data, but diversity in projects and ideas. And, there's just, it's different. And I think it's very important to have a woman on any team, right? Be a data science team or any other team that you are a part of. It's very important to have at least a handful of women, right? So
it's true. So have you always had that passion for data science, or when did it really kind of come about?
So, I mean, for me, it's more, I'm coming from it from like a business side and also the community side of things. I'm a community entrepreneur. All of the companies that I've started really had a huge, big community strategy behind it. And that's really what I've been focused on my whole career. And now bringing this to data science, it's been really refreshing. And I've definitely learned a lot in the last, Formulated by has been around just a year longer than Data Science Salon. So it's been really great to work with all these amazing startups and large organizations like IBM to really kind of learn about the industry, So now I can definitely say that I understand the industry, I understand the way it's growing, the way processes are improving, new tools are coming on board. So yeah, I definitely, now I have a huge passion for it. And that's why I definitely want to continue working on and growing our community, because there's just so much opportunity. The space is probably, I would say, the number one fastest growing space out there right now. So, and the heaviest invested space in as well. So that is really exciting to be here right now in the space.
Could not agree more. So you talked about the growth we had. So when is kind of that exact moment that you realized what you created was turning into something so much bigger?
Yeah, so I think it was right before COVID. Really, when we had our last, in-person event in Austin, it really, when we were like sold out and at capacity and people were emailing me wanting to go to this event and we couldn't let them go because we were completely full. And it was like then that I realized, like, wow, there's like something here. And then after COVID, we launched a whole new virtual strategy and we just quadrupled in size. So that definitely was like, all right. And now our team is like doubled in size and we're growing. So now we're really like on our way trajectory up. So it's really, really exciting to be here. And thanks for joining our team and killing it in sales, Gabby, because it's, again, can't do all this amazing work for the community without our amazing team. So
no, it's because we have a great leader. But were there any struggles you encountered during your journey?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely, the quality of content, it's really, it's really hard to find speakers who have time and who, actually believe in the mission. So I think the quality of content, we're always striving to improve that, but now we actually have a content board and we have content advisors and writers. So it's taken 5 years to come together, but yeah, that's been part of the building process of Data Science Salon, is really building that up. And also the community and getting quality people to join our community, but that comes with providing quality content, right? So all of those things, and hiring, finding great people to run this, business, because it takes a lot of work. I mean, now that especially we're going to go back in person, like we're planning our first event back in February here in Miami on February 16th. But like, again, and we're also going to have a virtual site. So that takes 2 different teams to run all of that logistically. So that just takes a lot of work. So, I'm really excited that we have the people to do that. And I think we're still going to continue to see struggles. But I feel like now we've hosted so many virtual and in-person events now that we have enough data to really help us get through those struggles, right? And figure out how to make it better and optimize. And we continue to improve ourselves all the time. So
that's it. So what would you say to a woman like you who, is trying to start her own business? Do you have any tips or anything they should follow to be successful?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think really just don't be scared to go do it, because I feel like a lot of people have great ideas, but they're just not, maybe they just need that little push. So I feel like, go do it. Find mentors that can help you and, find people in the industry and make a lot of connections, and then, put together a business plan. And again, you could find mentors that can help you do that. There's a lot of different software out there now that can help, different networks and such. And then you should just try it out. And if it doesn't work, I would definitely start as a side hustle if you have a full-time job. And then if it works, if you actually see really great revenue coming out of that, you should consider leaving your job, because, I feel like this is the time to really there's no time like now that you can do whatever you want really with your career, be it, you know, like being very remote and traveling all over the world, or starting your own business. There's so much support. There's government support, there's city, local support for small businesses, especially female owned minority businesses as well. So I feel like this is the best time to start a business. There hasn't been a better time. We're going into the roaring 20s, guys, 100 years later. So this is really the time to do it, ladies. And if you need any advice or anything, you're always welcome to DM me. And if I could answer any questions, I'm happy to.
Awesome. So our last question here, what's next for the DSS?
Well, as I mentioned, there's a lot. We're very focused on growing the community and really going back into the hyper-local markets. We'll see how things are in 2022. But we plan on rolling out in-person events really slowly. First one is going to be here. Then we're going to go to Austin, New York, and our other markets, possibly LA, depending on how the year goes, because that's where we started. We definitely want to go back there. We're also looking at, you know, launching more kind of thought leadership content, and also mentorship, and working on the DSS Elevate side of things. And there's some other things that we can't share yet, but there's definitely going to be more. And we just actually now launched our actual community where you can go and you can interact with people. And I think we just launched it a couple weeks ago. I think we have a couple thousand people in there now. So that's really our focus, is really community, really. As I said, creating better content and just having a really vibrant, engaged community where people get something out of it, right? Like that you go in there and you actually can go and get a question answered, and you could find a mentor, really, that you could get things out, that you can actually get trained, right? Like if you need something or you need to learn a skill, you can go there to DSS and you can find that there. So that's really kind of what we're focused on next year, improving all of that, partnerships, you know, creating deeper relationships with other players in the industry, so we can create essentially a better content for you guys as a community, right? And hopefully seeing more of you in person, because like we really miss you guys. We started in person, we hopefully to go back in person to next year, but we want to be super safe, so we'll definitely continue doing a few different events every month and every week. Actually, we also run 12 meetups now all over the US, so we're going to be re-engaging those. And yeah, there's plenty of different ways of getting involved. Come and work with us. We're hiring, yeah, it's a great, hopefully, you know, it's a good place to work, and it's a really exciting industry to be in. Super grateful. So
awesome. Well, thank you definitely for joining us today, and thank you to our community as well. We are definitely grateful for you as a leader and you as our community. We definitely try to cultivate a diverse place for, you know, content growth and networking. And I believe we've already dropped in the comments there the link to join our growing community network. It only takes a few quick moments to sign up, and you'll join this quickly growing bunch of data science professionals from around the globe. You'll be able to keep up to date with our DSS events and happenings in 2022 and beyond, and also most importantly, join the amazing conversations. So thank you so much again for being with us today, Anna, in the role of our guest. It was definitely a pleasure. And we really hope that you, our guests, join, or, you know, enjoyed learning more about our DSS journey and, you know, what's happened over the last couple of years.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gabby. It was a pleasure. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye. Bye.